Right, this is my first video, so let's see how it goes. Hi, welcome to the series Analyzing Music, and today I'm gonna share with you something very special that I've been working on for a few months now, almost a year. So it's a project about the beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. The first part will be in the Kendrick perspective, and I'm gonna later on discuss the Drake perspective. So let's start with how the beef originally started. I have a little um yes, let me pull out hmm let me pull out my my page where I wrote everything. Normally you should share alright, let me see if I can share my information. Let me see if I sh can share. Let's share Google Chrome. Let's see this one. All right, I think you can see me. So now I'm gonna just click on let me share here. I think it's still recording, right? So I did it already once, so if I get a little upset it's because I did it already once. So let's start. I call this episode Kendrick Lamar versus Drake. Beef breakdown. The traumas live in the hood. So Kendrick Lamar is posing a critique on the Gen Z generation, focus that we are too focused on the material things and how the 90s were better. Diamond Cover to be a butterfly is a diss towards Drake because at the time it was dealing with Jenny Aiko and she's on the cover. Just her face is hidden by a shopping battle, aka Shimper Pappy. If you know it's like Shipping Pappy, he owned her. But like now, is his. So basically, it was Champagne Papi. She was a reference to Champagne Papi. So Lamar feel like Drake could use his influence better and tackle black issues, but he never does. He has only done interviews with one black person, and the person was biracial. And he always tried to please the media. He never does. He never assumes that he is a black man. I wanted to do a separate video for each album, but to get the message together, I'm gonna do the every album together just with one song, but each album has one song, one most popular song that I'm gonna analyze. So what is the reason behind why Kendrick Lamar raps? I would say he raps to portray the black experience, what it's like to be a black man in America, and why it's like to be in love, in lust, in pain, in sufferings, in abuse, and why it's like to be a black man in America, basically. So when in their song collab song Poetic Justice, Drake was talking about a young East African girl. Kendrick took it the wrong way because he has Ethiopian and Eritrean roots. So it's like, why are you talking about my country? I never talk about Jewish girl or young Jewish girl, especially young. It's like he always like Drake has this fantasization about women always looking beautiful and young, when it's like women can be beautiful at every age. And as a Gemini, Gemini see beauty in every way possible, in every girl, in every woman. While Scorpios are very conservative and preservative of youth, and they love young women especially. And this is how they it's a very different point of views actually of beauty and of living and of being alive. While Geminis are always about sharing and caring and doing the best as they can, um, Scorpios are more about keeping their money to themselves and being very greedy. I don't want to be mean to a Scorpio, but that's the stereotype. So he's a little bit of behind the scene. Basically, the beef started between the beef with a girl. They were both in love with a girl, and it was Jenny Aiko. Um, it's like Drake is doing, if we look at the generation that we are in, that have this very like attractive base, beauty base, everything has to be beautiful. We would say that Drake is the more conventional and beautiful, and Janaika will go towards him. But it seems like Kendrick Lamar love for Janaika is more pure, is more like based on actually love and trust, and it looks like he will build a better connection with her because it's more deep. Drake is more about his money and being looking good and being rich, while it's more about actually having a cause behind this thing. I'm first of all, before I start this, I'm gonna say that I'm a fan of both. I both love them for the music that they do, and in no way am I going try to put one against each other again what they already did for at least 20 years. But it's just how I feel. Okay, let's keep going. So now I'm gonna share. We're gonna listen to one most popular song of his album. We're gonna start by Good Kid, Mad City, and we are gonna listen to no, I said palm trees, money trees. So, and we're gonna pull out the genius lyric of money tree. Sorry, I was looking at palm tree because I thought that was the name of the song. I listened to Kendrick Lamar, I just forgot. It happens sometimes. Okay.
Me and my niggas trying to get it, you bitch. Yeah, bitch. She said, "How's the jelly issue with it?"
So the first verse starts with, me and my niggas trying to get at your bitch. If you know, it's like it says, yes, me and my niggas trying to get at your girl, I go to Drake. So the beef has started like years ago. And they're just basically about that, how they always had beef basically. And it was like that since the beginning. They always had beef. So let's see what Jenny said about this phrase. Cool. So Kendrick grew up in Compton, California, which is noticeably impoverished. Growing up in that environment gave Kendrick the motivation to do whatever it took to pull himself out of poverty. It could refer to for everything, um, including money, power, respect. Bitch is equal to bitch. How do you spell bitch from money tree? The various meaning of Yavish are explored here. It has its own website which includes apparel Yavish. Okay. Italic means armed robbery and it's a term Kendrick has used regularly in his music. Kendrick says, fuck am I supposed to do when I'm looking at walking legs? Ooh. You remind me of the situation with who is his name again? Wait, give me his name. There's K Flack and there is Doogie B and that white boy in the hood. Yeah, like 1,000 K, not $1,000, 1K basically. and he was trying to he saw him as a walking leg. He was robbing him. Sorry for putting my way. He was trying to rob him. Basically, I just remember that it was funny. He was saying walking leg. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Invasion was persuasive. Was persuasive. Was persuasive. From 9 to 5, no, it's faking. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
Oh yes. So basically, um, invasion was persuasive. Basically in 2012, Drake and home invasion in his home is Calabasas. He has to move back to the hood in GTA, Toronto area, Canada, and basically his home was vacant. His home became vacant from 9 to 5. I know it's vacant. See his house that he worked so hard doing his 9 to 5, which was acting as a child actor in the Degrassi, basically vanished to nothing, and basically now he was back to square one. Basically, he had to work his ass off again.
We do like rappers do like rappers. Back when condom rappers wasn't cool.
Oh yes. So it says back when condom rappers wasn't cool because Drake has this like thing where he don't use con protection, so he's at risk of getting STD with any woman he has never used protection, and he nuts in women and asks them to get an abortion right after. Each time he always the same. He does that each time. If you fuck with Drake, you will know that he does that each time. And I fuck with Drake, but like that's everything. That's all he does. Getting women pregnant and ask them to have an abortion, but when he nuts in them. Let's keep going.
Push it raining with the tell my bros. Tell my bros. When that shit raining, let that bird came on. That bird came on. That bird came on. I thought all that night.
Basically, it says that Drake has get burned. Used to rave about women. The woman he was dating tell his bros that, oh, I fucked this girl, I fucked this girl. And then when he came home, he was burned. He was burned. Also reference that as Usher has been burned. Allegedly, he has been burned. And oh shit. Allegedly he has been burned. And oh, I'm not gonna go too far because I might get copyrighted. So I'm not gonna go 2 minutes into the like I'm just gonna do a few seconds from each clip. But something that's coming up real quick. Just this last verse and I will go through the rest.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Pump that car, then we start rhyming. Yeah, bitch.
Basically, Kendrick Lamar said utters all in your or ram utter ramming your bitch. If you heard about Drake, when I was in an institution, guys were talking about how Drake's has this thing where when because girls try to trap him because he's a celebrity, after he use a rapper and he nothing a rapper, so girls don't use the nuts to get pregnant. He actually puts hot sauce in there so they get brain if they use they put them in their insides. And this is what I want to talk about. Like you the hot sauce god, you the hot sauce god, all you do is hot sauce. You can rap about how many women you fuck, but you can never rap about how many good verse you actually write. That's what I want to say. So let's move on to another album of Kendrick Lamar. Lamar. Let's see. To be about the fly. I think we're gonna do all right. So let's check the Genius version, the Genius lyric explanation. Kendrick Lamar, all right. All right. Okay. All right, let's do that.
中堅 の台湾
Of course, the
次
ad.
に流行る台湾スイーツって何ですか？はい、今台北で
All right. Maybe it's a little bit further.
Yeah, all right. I don't know. My
So let's see what they say about Osman Lafayette fight. Can you start the track with a reference to Alice Walker Pulitzer Prize winning Nobel, The Color Purple? All my life, I had to fight. I had to fight my daddy. I had to fight my brothers. I had to fight my cousin. I had to fight my uncle. A girl child and safe in a family full of men. But I never had, would have to fight in my own house. She let her breath. Oh, I love her pro, she said. God knows I do, but I will kill him dead before I let him beat me. So what I want to say is that Drake has a best domestic abuse allegation back in 2012 again when he was dealing with Jenny Aiko, and knowing that Kendrick Lamar has a love for Jenny Aiko that he cannot, at the time he cannot really get rid of. Um that might be the reason why he started with this line, say, "Oh, you beat woman," It's like kind of wanted to find any reason to say Drake is a bad guy and he did bad to the girl that I loved so much. And Gemini and Pisces go very well together as a couple. So, maybe kind of that soulmate type of relationship where they really like each other. Non, j'ai fait aussi au film. Le film. Voilà. Il faut laisser terminer, s'il te plaît. Quelques minutes. Merci. Okay, so that was an interlude. I'm about to finish very quick. So, when they had this love for each other, and it's like, as I explained, it's like how they kind of navigate what's in the world and things of the nature. Okay, let's go a little bit further.
Osman, ah, hard times like yeah, bad chips like yeah.
Janae Cole in a some back in a album Trips, in one song of her album Trip, she says, "Why did you give to me? Why did you give me this drug? Why did you do this to me?" Meaning that she could refer to what Drake did to her in an abusive relationship when he was giving her drugs like shrooms, and things of the sort. Also, Drake has been linked to Caesar. He has been said to have had a relationship with Caesar. And so Caesar also is on shrooms heavily. She's really into that, like, Vedic type of healing, like that Baba cool type of healing, that like taking shroom instead of dealing with your emotions. And it could be like, oh, Drake's give them drugs so they can just stay with him. Now, when you with a pimp and a hooker, they give them drugs so they can stay with them, love them, and give them money how they want. It's kind of this relationship, it's not real love. So at the same time, it's that kind of Kendrick is playing this Eric character that want to save his princess from getting drugged and abused from Drake. I know all those are allegations. They might not really be real. So this video is gonna kind of be kind of short because it's very late and it's only the part one. I'm gonna get more in depth. Don't worry, I'm gonna get more in depth. And I'm gonna give you some more in depth traduction of everything. Translation of everything. Let's keep going for a few seconds.
That's it. I'm fucked up, homie. You fucked up. But if God got us, then we gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. You hear me? You feel me? We'll be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. Alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. You hear me? You feel me? We gon' be alright. And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Bahama 7 looking at you from the face down. Or make a living.
Drake is known to be very tall, and Kendrick Lamar, people say he's very small. People say like he's 1 meter 57, like that's what they say about him. I don't believe he's that short. But the only thing in Kendrick minds, the only thing Drake can say about Kendrick that is that he's short. um, which is not a lot. It says basically in this in this verse, oh, you know, almost like we look at you from the face down. When I'm gonna kill you, you'll be looking at me from the face down, and this is how you're gonna end. Your life gonna end. It's very dark, but that's how it feels. Let's cut it here and keep going with this with the next album song. Which what is the album song? Um, Dem, right? Dem. So the most famous song on Dem is Humble. So let's do Humble. All right.
医療ヘルスケアのお仕事相談。レバウェルです。パリッ、トロの月見、サクッ、ジュワの裏月見、どっちも食べたい、モズのホカッチャ。生物
Remember syrup sandwiches and drum allowances. But this a nigga with some counterfeits. But now I'm counting this. Parmesan with my accountant looks like I'm down in this. You say with my
Kendrick says finance a nigga with some kind of felt. He talks about the fact that Drake like to show big bankrolls in his queue, put money in his queue. He likes to spend a lot of money. He says, Kendrick basically says this stuff is kind of fair. Stuff is really kind of fair. It's not real money. So you flexing that stuff, but it's not real money. I'm covering your money is not a lot. You never showed more than 1 million. You never spend more than 1 million. What is all that? Basically, this is what he says.
food tastes like Kool-Aid for the analyst. Girl, like fire Westy. That pussy good. Won't you sit and do my taste bud? I get way too pretty. Once you let me do the extras.
So in this fake would pussy good, let me want you to see that my paste bloods, basically referring to the fact that Jenny Echo is bloods and she will always be for a gang before she be for love. She will always think straight and think of a gang before she thinks about love. And basically it's that next thing is that oh it got Kendrick wanna say oh it got gang ties. Like it can really hurt you. But if you do hurt this girl, it's really gonna hurt you. And I don't know if Drake and Jericho were still dealing with each other at the time, but it's like I got blood ties. You touch my girl, I can hurt you now.
When I pour your glass, they break it down. We playing dangerous. AM to the PM, PM to the AM phone. Without your per diem.
Basically because it's in Canada, it has different time zone. So it can, just pull up to the AM to the PM, to the PM to the AM as it can because it goes through flight, it takes flights. It can do that. It don't care. It's gonna be a funk. It's gonna be real nice, nasty.
You just gotta hate them phone. I quit your BM, I still rock Mercedes phone. I quit this season, I still be the greatest phone. My left stroke just went viral. Stroke put a baby in.
Look at the but have you ever saw Kendrick penis because his last song just went viral. Did like he has a sex tape that's viral? I don't know. Because right should put little baby in a spiral. Did they have sexual with Generico or something? I don't know.
High round, soprano C, we like to keep it on the high note. It's levels to it, you and I know. Bitch, be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. nigga thinking that he frontin' no. Fuck.
So basically, we said with that nigga thinking in front of women, he said Drake is gay, he likes men, he do men action. So it's a psychology of being gay actually. So it says that Drake is actually attracted to men, but he fronts and use young women because it's the only thing he can be attracted to as a pass, so people don't know that he's gay. His obsession for young women is actually like him hiding that he's gay. So I'm gonna let's do is another song by Kendrick. We're gonna do Mr. Morale. Rich Spirit is his most famous song on Mr. Morales, Rich Spirit. Okay.
Raindrops 想定外は起こりうる。だからこそ、想定外を一つ一つ Taking my baby to school, then I pray for. Cause you bitches ain't never been cool. Writing testament, painting pictures, put me in the Louvre.
Basically, you wanna say that cause you bitches ain't never been cool. Basically, you wanna say that back in high school, Drake was never cool. And you want to also talk about the fact that Drake used to play in Degrassi when he used to be the only black friend. Jimmy used to be the character Jimmy, he used to be the only black friend. And he used to get a lot of shit happening to him, and his friend will not care at all about him. And he even became handicapped, and nobody cared about him. They put him out of school, and we never heard about Jimmy again in this movie, in this series, in this show. And this is basically what you say. You know, it was never cool. It's in a movie, in real life, in the rap game, it was never cool. Yeah.
That's a definite universal shift. I'm in a groove. It's celebrity, not mean integrity. Fool, I'm a good man. Shake your hand, firm grip.
Meaning, it's not because you're celebrity that you got game, you need to be respected. You're still a lane.
Ooh, 72 wins, lost 10. Ballin' with the flu, more than 2 amps. For sure, but add another two. Little man, man, the big man, it's a GT thing, flipping the kickstand. Rich nigga, broke phone. Trying to keep the balance, I'm staying strong. Stop playing with me before I turn you to a song. Stop playing with me before I turn you to a song. Hey, man, bitch, I'm attractive. Can't fuck with you no more. I'm fasting. Bitch, I'm
Basically, you talk about Chineko. So maybe back in the day, used to call him non-attractive. She said he was not attractive, and you want to say, oh, now you basically say, I can't fuck with you no more. I'm fasting because maybe she was toxic. She was not an healthy person. He went, he went into religion, and he found out how to love himself. And you want to say that now we got another bisexual girl that actually loves him. He found a bad bitch that loves him, that's with him, and that really cares about him. Jenny Aiko used to say he really was uglier than Drake. Now he got another girl that really loves him, and that's in a long-term relationship with him. I think in this album, he moved on from Jenny Aiko and from his old passionship to focus on what he had right now, what was good to him. He finally saw how much he was lucky to have such a good girl by his side.
attractive. Can't fuck with you no more. They would rather do the way feed than the low latency. I'm glitching from the faces. My thoughts go sacredly. I'm running out of space. Ask me, is she okay? Never want a honey cake. Why you lying on bitch? Bitty turning in his grave. I be
Basically, yes. His name is Whitney. Let's move on to, of course, the song we are waiting for. Not Like Us. Picture as to hide the Bible of God watching. Oops. Do you find funny? It actually shows it's a reference to Diddy. You're gonna understand later. It actually shows Drake house, and it shows so basically the shows it puts on the screen are just full of men in the house. Basically, want to say that Drake has sex party with only men and fucks guys like Diddy is allegedly doing. Okay, let's see. Yo, basically, he's saying that he compares Drake to Debo. If you know Debo in the movie, he gets killed in the first minutes. So basically, Drake is a free throw, is a fair kill, is a free shot. And he said, Kendrick says, any rap niggas, I can beat them, I can shoot them. He said, yeah, nothing for me. I'm the best. I'm the elite.
Trying to help the lambs. Tell them, P, bro. Never nigga to the cross. He walk around like Tizo. What's up with these bony ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hit me. Fuck them all in their mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body. I'm John Stockton. Beat
Yeah,
your
I
ass
said, I had a
out
power.
of
Gotta watch.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and
Show
show
me
niggas.
this.
Which man, when they up to score with him, fucking down every time. I know he got some.
And you know, if you know the boogeyman, that's a black monster that kills white people, white women, white men. He always attacks one white people. Drake is called the white boy by Rick Ross and by the industry. So boogeyman only keeps kills white people. Hey,
I'm hoeing him, pulling him, start shit, really duff on him. Say Drake, I hate you like I'm young. You better not ever go to Cell Block One. And any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make
so basically, yes, Cell Black One. You better not ever go to Cell Black One. Cell Black One is the pedophile aisle. Pedophile, they're like very oversexual, so they cannot stop having sex. Instead of fucking young girls, they go fuck men. They rather fuck men than women of their age. So if you go to Cell Black One, you're gonna get fucked in the ass because you're a pretty boy. That's how they say you're a pretty boy.
show you how your little sister from. They tell me Chuck the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified river boy?
Certified pedophile.
What? That fuck him up. I'm gonna take my stuff. Why you chilling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? I'm gonna strike a chord.
And it's probably a minor.
They not like us. 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 They not
Let's see
like
what they
us.
not like us mean.
They gonna let you disrespect.
Pop nigga. Can you comment on how Drake and the people he surrounds himself with are not like us? Saying that anybody that Drake surrounds himself with will not replicate the behaviors that he refers to within the track. A contrast between P.G. Lang and Top Dog Entertainment with obvious sound in terms of moral fiber, values. Oh, and also knows that Caesar is part of you no Top Dog Entertainment, but she fucks with Drake, so it's kind of like messy. So in terms of moral and values, and its ability to fit into Black American culture. This theme of racial consideration has also likely been directed at Drake by racial background and the issues of acceptance that comes with it, both from himself and from others. This subject has come up multiple times in Drake's career on his own tracks, such as November 2023 Wickman. Drake says, Black America love to remind me what my mama would look like. As if would never fucking forget. I'm never enough. And on other people's songs too, such as Pusha T 2018 diss track The Story of Adidan. Drake says, confused. Confused. Always felt you weren't black enough. Afraid to grow it because your fro wouldn't nap enough. So basically say that it's not black enough, his fro is not nappy enough, which I never heard. I never heard somebody say, oh my, he's not nappy enough. Well, Drake, come on. This can also be throughout the plethora of recent diss track between Drake and his opponents, including previous works by Papi, where he will rap. White boy, Rick Ross says, white boy, I see you. In reference to his white Jewish mother ethnic heritage and suburban upbringing, linking back to the line with pointing out that Drake's childhood was unlike many of Black Americans that he attempts to fit in with. Alongside this, we can also analyze the track's cover art, which sees an unknown white man yearbook photo that quickly became a meme in 2012 after it was identified that he comically resembled a Canadian rapper. Look at this. That's the funniest stuff I ever saw. Let's read to the end. And Kendrick Lamar euphoria on which he will state Kendrick says, I haven't even ate when you said the N when you said N nigga, but that just me, I guess. Some shit that's just cringe-worthy. It ain't even gotta be deep, I guess. We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more. We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more. Stop. To even further increase the gap between the two, highlighting how he feels uncomfortable with his usage of the N-word. It doesn't acknowledge him as a black person. Finally, it's also be found that Kendrick and Drake's career took off around the same time. Yes, they do not like us. They do not like each other. May allude to Kendrick's commitment to authenticity and racism, the art and soul of hip hop, in contrast to Drake catchy and yet vapid songs. Here, Kendrick continues to differentiate himself from Drake not only on the basis of race but also in the term of true commitment to the craft and its black origins. Okay, well, guys, I think it's enough for today. Um, or it's not, yeah, yeah, I think it's enough today. So that's the video is over. I want to thank you for listening to me today and enjoy your day. And the part two is coming with Drake's perspective. I'm gonna keep going with the videos on music. It's called Music Analyst or Music Breakdown. I see you soon.